Hello, welcome to the Obachanchatter. Her back there. See, bonnet, robe, ready to go. Um, Welcome to the Obachanchatter. I'm here today to recap with you Love and Marriage Huntsville. I think this season 4 reunion part 3. And the reason why I'm talking so slow is because I ain't gonna lie. I'm a just. I was trying to do this recap. I was trying to take notes and I just don't do good with all that yelling and screaming and howling. So we already know the outfits everybody had on, but we're not introducing, we're leaving where we left off. We was just a whole bunch of screaming between Mel and I don't know what Stormy mother name is, Miss Gloria, I think. They screaming back and forth. She telling her that she not gonna talk, fuss with old people. They both looking at Stormy and the mother saying, I just don't like you because I've been watching you since first season and I'm still trying to figure out why you done left a man 3 years ago and you still arguing with him and just a whole bunch of it was just a bunch of screaming and howling and it was getting on my nerves. And then I think Carlos, I know I'm giving a shitty recap because I just feel the type of way about this whole situation with this whole episode, this whole series. So anyways, the Stormy says, I got a lot of respect for you and I got a lot of respect for you too. And, you really did something with this, and so anyway, the mama, Carlos the mama asked Stormy mother about her sister and he said that the sister was invited to the reunion, but she opted not to come. So I was like, she's smart. Um, that means she don't give a fuck what people know about her side of the story. Um, let's see. So he asked what she said. I tried to give a group hug, and we had they showed a whole montage of what went on with her and the sister. And the sister said you wasn't there when daddy died. Now you ain't here when mama died. I just need you to take it for a weekend. The sister said, I'd take it for a weekend, but it ain't gonna be the weekend that you want me to take her to. I ain't gonna do what you tell me to do no more. So anyway, that shit is just tarnished. And it always get to me. I was like, I'm so glad. I'm an only child, but I always tell people my sister, my this and that. And it's because if you've been following my channel, I was raised with 7 of my cousins. So that I consider them my siblings. So and they consider me as siblings too, I think sometimes, but there were sometimes where I felt like they didn't. And I'll be honest with my 41 subscribers. I got one more, thank you God. And I was upset when I found out my aunt and uncle raised me ever since I was like 6 weeks old. And I'm now almost 60 years old. So they raised me. So, and I was like the first daughter because she had 2 sons. Then I was born. Then after that, she had subsequently had other children. So I was even there before her first daughter was. So when they passed, at the time they paid for everything and divvied up everything, each kid was probably supposed to get like $700 or $900, right? And I found out maybe 15 years after my uncle had died because my aunt died first and he died after she did. Some not too much longer, but um, whatever this money was, they didn't make sure I got a portion, and it bothered me. It wasn't very much money. It wasn't going to change in my life, but it still bothered me because I always felt like I was one of them, and I was like, damn, maybe I am just one of them till it come down to the money, but. Does that make my family weird like that, or does it make me weird that I feel like I feel? Because I would have always get them. If I'm just the only child, my mother would have left me $800. It's not in there. And it's 8 of us. We all just would have wound up with $100. So anyway, let me just keep on going with this. is that it always bothered me that if I had children, that my children would not get along. So it was always important to me that all my kids had the same father, and they don't. And that they got along. And two things got to me. They didn't have the same father, and the age difference. My kids are 7 and 6 years apart from each other. I have three children. So that bothered me. So now, and then the last one was born autistic. So he doesn't communicate well. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is for me, with the two odds against me, meaning two different fathers, my first son, his father died when he was a month old. Some dumb shit he did. The drug intoxication. I had never even heard no shit like this. And so when I found out it was drug intoxication, I was just like, man, what the fuck? I was like, what does that mean? So I called the coroner's office in New Jersey. He was like, what it means is that he was at a party and he said, you never been to a buffet? And I was like, yeah, I've been to a buffet. He said, they got all the mashed potatoes, rice, macaroni and cheese on the side, biscuits, bread. I was like, yeah, I get it. He said, well, let's say he went to a party and all this shit was laid out. He didn't say shit but barbiturates and cocaine and shit I ain't never even heard of was just laying out there. And he said he just went on down the line. He said, trust and believe. He ain't know. He was dead. He when he was dead, he didn't even know. That's how high it was. That's why they call it drug intoxication. And I was like, who the fuck did I marry? So that was weird. But anyway, then I met my husband that I'm divorced from now when he was when my son was 3, and I stayed with him till he was 35, married to him till he was 35. And what I found out was that the oldest one, I think I found out when he was in his late 20s that he felt that the other kids, what it was is he got treated different. He got treated harsh because he was the first one. So he, with the age difference, he went away to school and he came back. And when he came back home, he was looking around like, "What the fuck? If I was one at my age and I did this, I would have got this. I would have got punished. I would have got fussed at." And these motherfuckers just running Conte Blanc, his siblings. And what I was telling him was like, it ain't really that. What it is that I realized, first of all, I parent you from a different perspective. I parent you from in the age group when I was coming up, when I had you in the 80s, early, and you was born in 83. I was like, no, he was born in 87. I was like, boys wasn't living long. See, that's why your father ain't even here. I mean, the circumstances is different, but they was dying under 25. And his father died when he was 21. I said, so I parent you harder. And then I parent you as a single parent for 3 years by myself, so I was tough. I said, and then when I met your father, he helped take some of that, relieve some of that burden off of me because I was a stressed out mom, and he kind of helped gave me the balance of where I was a harsher parent and he wasn't. I said, so now that I realize I'm a better parent for a whole lot of reasons, spiritual, liking myself better, a whole bunch of shit. I don't parent the same no more. And then each kid don't have to be parented the same way. So, well, anyway, when I watched this fucking show, that's why it's so hard to do a recap. You listen to Kiki said her and her husband do cheat with each other, and she just ruined herself. She just ruined the storyline for herself because she's so busy chasing who the fuck Marcel fucking. Her storyline would have been her and her husband, what they was doing, and her being on drugs. But she's so busy trying to chase her cousin and get her caught. I don't even know nothing of what was about that. And she looked terrible in her outfit. Tisha looked terrible in her outfit, and Kiki looked terrible in hers. Kiki braids looked terrible. I'm assuming she didn't have no marketing artist because she came to the show she was broke, and rumor has it allegedly I heard it through the grapevine that she was on the show broke. We already know that she was borrowing money, that she missed her flight from the trip in Houston, so she had to fly. She flew home with Mel, or Mel bought her ticket, And behind the scenes, she may be on the show for like 1 or 2 episodes because they start shooting like the next season allegedly February, first week of February, and she might come back for some reason. I don't know why they would have her fucking come back. But Kiki may make an appearance or two, but she fucked herself up because apparently her and her mother was talking to bloggers, people like me. She didn't talk to me though. Cause I don't know. I probably would listen to that shit, but she was feeding them shit. I don't know if the shit she was feeding was real shit from the show or not, but she was feeding them shit. Then she would sit around and wait to see who was gonna come back and tell her. But apparently, she was feeding too much shit to too many people, and it was just, I don't know. I know just a whole bunch of bloggers got wound up in a whole bunch of shit. And I don't need to say names because if you on these YouTube streets like I be in them, you hear the shit. So anyway, back to the recap. So then they had Tiffany, and I never really cared about Tiffany. I always liked her husband. Lewis is his name. I never really cared for her. I think she run her mouth too much. But Carlos told her she welcome to come back to the show. I hope I didn't do this recap already because this shit in my head is like I done said this before. But I didn't go back and check in my video. So even if I didn't, this is an update because some new shit done happened since the recap. So anyway, uh Gloria and Mel, they don't see it for each other, but Stormy trying to make it cool with Mel. My daughter said she thought Courtney was cute. I said, he just said pink. I can't get past the pink. Maybe if he was wearing something else. But anyway, okay, then we talk about Nell and them, and Nell ain't really like that shit with Carlos. When they came to her part, because, she real free with running her mouth, but not real free about running her mouth with her shit. When Carlos was like, so, how many affairs did he have on you, or who was the woman, or some shit? And Nell just looked at him like, what is you talking about? And he was like, welcome to reality TV. So apparently he put her on the spot. So she's like, it was one woman. He said, well, did she tell you? And she was like, fuck no. I'm like you now. You ain't gonna come tell me that you fucking with my husband. If you tell me, you tell me behind some some kind of bars where I can't get to your ass, and they got to be some serious bars, and you can't have no what's that shit that no kryptonite around. Cause if you ain't got no kryptonite and shit, where you gonna get that from? I'm just saying, you wouldn't come tell me neither, cause it'd be the last thing you ever tell anybody. Just saying. So then he asked Chris how many women did he fuck around with Nell on. He was like, it was just one. Like he was gonna say it was more than one. But look at that nigga. That was that. He could have had one girlfriend on the side. I'd have been the other side chick. Somebody would have been the coleslaw. And what else go good with it? I'd have been the wild rice. Yeah, that's what I would have been. Shit, I'd been the side dish to that because he looked like he alright. So anyway, I don't like all that dancing and shit, that same bullshit. I ain't into that, but and I ain't really like that suit he had on. I ain't like none of nobody's suit. One person looked dressed and halfway decent to me was Marcel, and I even my mouth just hurt saying that. I don't like nothing Maurice where he always look like always look like dough, like like a beige ball, almost like a Pillsbury Doughs. The Pillsbury Doughs voice is a tongue twister and like a suit. He just my son just pulled up. I got my window open. He went to the store. Yum yum. So anyway, what else was on the show? Then they had their nephew on the show. What the fuck did he have on that Nino Brown jacket for? I don't know why they had him on the show, but he was like, I don't even work for them motherfuckers no more. I don't even know why I'm on there. And like it was a fake storyline anyway. And the mom was glad he don't work there, and I'm sure the sister is too, so she ain't got no shit. I mean, they probably don't like that they don't know what the other one is doing because if they did, when you got somebody in the camp, they come back and tell you what the enemy doing. So now that the little boy, the son don't work in there with Stormy and her husband Courtney no more, he can't. He can't be like, yeah, mom's and us the other night we was doing this, and then Stormy can go back and tell her mother, hey, when I was talking to Junior, Junior said him and Auntie was doing so and something. They was over at so and so cousin house doing this and that. And the mom could say, yeah, I knew that. And then Stormy can go back. You got somebody in the fucking camp that tell you what the other one doing, so you can talk shit about them, even though they don't know you talking shit about them or they think you is. So anyway, you did another. Martell was like, you was cheating on me, Mel. You cheat on me too. I don't give a fuck. Shit, I cheated on you, Mel. I cheat on you too, Martell. Fucking me and Coleslaw had a thing. Somebody fucking somebody, I don't even care. But this is the shit that's getting me. He, after this boring ass thing, and Carlos was like, I hope you all family, your sisters, and can get together and just love one another. And do we see peace over here? You know how you do this shit. Well, welcome to another season of Love and Marriage, Huntsville, and Alabama. I'll talk to y'all when I see y'all on Dr. Heavenly. Bye now. So anyway, after that, this motherfucking Martell went on Tasha K. So he went on Tasha K. He just drug mail. And it's because he had just got locked up 4 days after his fucking birthday. And that ain't no allegedly shit. That shit was all over the internet. This motherfucker, when he got arrested, you thought it was a presidential campaign. They just picked a new president. Not that he was the winner, but I'm just saying that's how shit was going down in the YouTube streets. They had his mug shot up and everything, but couldn't nobody figure out how he got arrested. And then he tell Tasha K that he don't know if that little sugar mama his, and I swear she look just like him, but with little ponytails. But she cute though. She look just like him, the fucking ears and everything. And everybody saying, "Oh my God!" When he hears this interview, when his kids get older and hear this interview and the things he's saying about his mama, they'll never forgive that father. Yeah, they'll forgive him because I'm gonna tell you something. When I went through my divorce with my husband, my shit wasn't even nowhere. Was my shit to me was worse than her shit because this bitch sat down broke bread with us. If you know the story, our kid that they we was a married couple friends, army shit. We did my that my that our husbands worked together. They introduced us. We spent Christmases together, Thanksgiving together, and then 25 years later, this motherfucker tell me he marrying her. So, it got a little funky with some shit. It did. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck he was telling my in laws, but I know what I was telling them. And I lied a couple times, but I confessed my shit, but I was mad though. So when you hurting and you on mad day, you just be like, man, what the fuck? And you go ham. So I understand that, but the way these motherfuckers be going in on these motherfuckers, like these mellometers, and I ain't talking about, listen, hey, I can't remember really being in love with no or idolizing no star. Yes, I can. If y'all can remember, you ain't the old as me, but Starsky and Hutch, that one with the black hair came in with. I think he was Starsky. I used to dream about that motherfucker 'cause I was in love with him. I had all his like his posters and shit in my room. I had one in my locker. I had when I was in love with him. I just thought this was gonna be my man. So, but I was a fucking kid, and we talking about grown ass people. These motherfuckers be going after people houses, at people jobs, calling people on it, just doing all kinds of shit. I understand investigative reporting and shit. That's cool. I ain't talking about them type of people. I'm talking about us regular folks like me who may be a fan of something. You know what I'm saying? Like I like a lot of shows, a few shows on TV, but I ain't finna go do no serious homework on no bitch now unless she start fucking with me and you give me a reason to. But even well, why would you have a reason to even fuck with me? You understand what I'm saying? I'm just giving you my opinion. Opinion like an asshole in the mouth. Most people got one or the other. So I'm just saying. It's just so anyway, the millimeters, then you got but okay, there's something go back I was gonna say. It ain't no way this one man can be doing all this shit by himself. She got to be feeling some of this. She got to be I would feel some type of way too. I'm just saying if I'm a boss ass bitch and you leave me for a sucker ass bitch. This is what I will say about my husband. He wasn't no damn fool. He met somebody who was retired E9. She might have been already been married twice and got a couple kids. I don't know who how many she got. I don't know how many kids she got, but they ain't all got the same daddies. I don't believe. Anything like that don't matter. Mine's neither. But he went and got somebody. She got GS job. I mean, when she did her rollover, she did it good. And when he got with her, she could buy her credit was much better than his. I'm just saying, I can't be mad at you. I don't blame you. Shit, I probably married if I was into that rice eating shit, but that's not my thing. Even though I like rice, I'm just saying I don't know what the fuck she is. I'm just talking shit because I'm talking shit, and this is my channel. So anyway, she got to be doing something. And now you listen to. So anyway, he did this Tasha K thing. He so Tasha K. I guess I tried to watch it, but Tasha K was kissing this motherfucker ass so bad that she lost me when she said this shit. You know, I guess she was sipping her wine. She was like, I didn't, I would almost, I would, he said, I'm not, they started talking about geographics or some shit. And he was like, yeah, I'm the only one on the cast is born and raised in Huntsville, Alabama. She said, really? Is that right? And he was like, yep. She said, I don't know. I hear the twang in it just a little bit, but you didn't have so much corporate so been on a corporate ladder so good you can barely hear. It was some shit along that bullshit ass line. I was like, bitch, this the worst non-talking this mother. He couldn't even give a speech about his own goddamn wine. You just asked him. He ain't even can't even tell you where Kenya was. You was like, is that Kenyan or some shit? Whatever you asked him, he's like, huh? Nigga, that's the shit the name you said your wine was. He was just, oh my god. When she said that, I was like, man, I can't watch no more of this bullshit. So anyway, as I clicked other people's shit and looked at the little clips of him saying, and not just listening to them, he would reference shit like, yeah, let me see this email she said when she was run. I had her on record. She was running with me behind with a knife and shit. Bitch, if I see this bitch in my bedroom sitting on the bed taking pictures in my house, man, I'm gonna whoop your ass and her ass too. And so it was like, oh, she knew about that girl before the show started. All the motherfuckers knew, but I'm gonna tell you this thing: she ain't know for the rest of them did. I bet you, she might have found out before the taping of the show first season. But I bet you all the motherfuckers knew before she knew. Bitch, the wife always know last. We trust and believe when we always know last. Yeah, even my kids found out before I found out, and but they was smart though. They was like, shit, there gonna be one thing I ain't gonna tell my mama. You gonna deliver that blow. Woo-hoo. And he glad they didn't come tell me because one of my kids would have came and told me the shit that he was supposed to tell me. He wouldn't never made it out of here. And I just would have said, not for no other reason that motherfucker, you ain't got enough respect for me. I dare you, bitch. Dare you. So anyway, you can hear I still got some residual, but I'm cool and shit. I mean, if I saw this motherfucker on fire, I find a bucket of water, call the fire ambulance and shit. But that's about as much, And I look at the paper to see if he survived or he in the obituaries. But I ain't I ain't doing no more breaking no more back for your ass. Mm-mm. I ain't. And if you told me you was in the dark, I probably won't pay your light bill. I'll send you a pack of candles though. But you'll be able to see your toilet and how to get to the sink and shit. You'll be alright. So anyway, I'm just saying. So anyway, he was the narrative that people trying to say now is, oh my god, he's doing a snap or 48 hours. And this what we know. If he want, and then the side piece, because he whoops her ass and shit. She then came online and said that he beat her allegedly. She got whops and he got scratches and shit. And he been arrested one time. One time, I swear her face did show like she had some fucking what you call them, nuts in her mouth, and I don't mean human nuts. I mean squirrel nuts. Her face was like her face was like that. I was like, damn, her face swollen. So like she just took one to the jaw. But it ain't she didn't get the full blunt of it, but it swole her ass up good. So they be fucking with her talking about she always cooking potatoes and shit. I don't know. I ain't gonna be that invested in somebody. I really ain't giving nobody that no. I ain't giving nobody no energy who took place and doing no shit like that, ruining nobody family. And like I said, he was like, she ain't, we broke up because she ain't want to suck my dick. Man, if she ain't want to suck your dick, she know you sticking in somebody else. Get the fuck out of here. I didn't. But I could tell she probably loved him because she had a baby right there. Mel had a baby right there that girl had the baby, and I think that was like, you ain't gonna get my husband kind of thing. I don't know, but Martell with his clothes too tight for men. I can't believe that he don't think that he could I don't know why he think he can make babies, because I wouldn't make believe it, because his balls look like they're choking so bad. I swear even I want to believe him. I just want to take my hand with a razor blade and just do a little slit so they can just come out of the inside a little bit, because that fabric is choking the fuck out of him. I just be like, oh my god, his balls hurt so bad. I ain't even got no balls and mine be hurting. Whew, Sunday would make it off his balls. What else happened at this reunion? Hmm. Nothing. Why Carl Sauer, he got nasal problems, don't it? Like he needs something done to his nose. So anyway, let me get back to this shit. So now, Mel should have 28 hours security because we think he's setting it up so he could kill her. Because then I think one of the episodes when she was running behind him with a knife or some shit, and he ran all the way to the room to get a gun. Shit, nigga, you was wanting to shoot that bitch. So that's what I'm saying though. You could be so mad at somebody that you want to kill them. Where's my phone? Oh, come from. Hold on, y'all. Hello. Ooh, good. I got time to drug myself. Tuesday. Ooh, they Sunday. I picked a couple extra doses. So anyway, check this out. So anyway, they setting it up that Okay, this is what I want to say. I want to say that people do get killed for dumb shit. For real, when you don't have control over yourself. When you don't have control over yourself, you could do some real radical shit. Cause I've, in my younger days, my more immature days, I would say, I couldn't control my anger. If you made me mad, I would just pop shit out you. Cause that's how I was raised. When they was asking us a question and we was answering too slow, pop shit out you, you answer faster. So anyway, I think that if he can cause her, I think he think killing Mel be too easy. He just like to make her life a living hell. But what he ain't figured out, the more hell he tried to make for her, the more sunshine God turned it out to be. So he probably need to leave her alone. But this what I know too. If she doing some shit that ain't cool for him, it'll come back on her too. So that's what I'm saying. I think with the people, the outside people, us interfering and shit, and making it bigger than what it need to be between a family. You know what I'm saying? We just doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Just I know we nosy and we want to talk about shit, but all this could be 48 hours. This shit too heavy for me. I don't watch TV when I want to watch shit like that. I watch a crime and a drama. And then I don't even watch reality TV when it's killing. Like 48 hours, that shit don't make me feel good. When they got a motherfucker sitting in the room with police officers telling them all the shit they got and he get ready to go to jail, and then we find out the reason why he all fucked up is because his daddy was dicking him in the ass and his mama was a crack fiend. I don't know, even though they excuses, some of them motherfuckers be good excuses. Sometimes you can't help how you raised, because if you could, you'd probably do some shit about it. You probably would. But seeing that you can't because you're a kid, you just don't. You just deal with what the fuck you gotta deal with till you can't deal with it no more. And then you either learn how to hide that trauma or deal with that trauma. And sometimes dealing with that trauma is traumatic. Yeah, you do dumb shit in your life. Like, for instance, all people that get molested don't turn out to be molesters. Some of us turn out to be whores. Some of us turn out to not like sex. Some of us we don't never know when it's a kid. It's a kid and they get in the path of the wrong motherfuckers, there's usually somebody older than them. Usually, it's it just changes who the fucking kid's supposed to be. So I'm just saying, I couldn't watch this shit. I couldn't give y'all no real recap on it because I just can't listen to all that yelling back and forth and howling shit. And I don't care if Marcel who he fucked. I don't think he that interested in me, and he ain't that attractive. He probably don't think I'm that hot shit neither because I definitely don't think that of him. So I don't see why all Huntsville trying to knock the door down. This motherfucker ain't got no money. That's a obvious. So that don't give me. I'm smart now. If I would have known the shit I knew when I first started getting married, I would know marriage is a business. Yep. And if that business happened to be business then love, then you good. If y'all got the same shit in mind, then you perfect. And I ain't talking about love. Yeah, cause you do all that shit you supposed to do. I'ma love you. You for damn sure. You ain't got to worry about that. See, the love part is to me is the easiest part. That's the easy part. The other shit you're gonna do. Yep, you're gonna pay the bills. You're gonna keep a fucking job so we can retire and travel when we get old and shit. Are you gonna stay committed to this motherfucker? Like, if you gonna get in this motherfucker like the LLC or the owner, you know what I'm saying? Or you what we doing? Yeah, cause you plan on exiting. That mean I need to make certain moves before we get to certain places. Like, don't do an early retirement. We take our money and go do this. And then when it's time to retire, your ass divorced me. So I'm just stuck with this bullshit because you done took half my shit and invested it and we didn't do nothing with it. And you done got your whole retirement. But now I'm just left with half of mine because we squandered mine on our dream because we ain't worried about squandering our shit because we was like, fuck it. If our shit don't, if you take your 401k, whatever the fuck that shit is, early retirement plan, so us to invest it. We won't worry about it because we'll have half your retirement instead of your full retirement, but we'll have all my whole retirement. But see, what you didn't say was that you wasn't gonna hang in for the rest of that shit. You just gonna take your shit and bail, and I'm just left with whatever. Yeah, shit like that. So, you know. She doing good and everything this motherfucker touch because he just with the wrong fucking people. It ain't even that. He just got the wrong fucking attitude to me about everything. He just want to make money quick. He's so busy trying to get back at her. And then that poor lady, that who ain't a poor lady, her self esteem low. Ain't no way. Then he on TV and gonna still tell Tasha K he ain't gonna marry her. That's what the motherfucker you need to worry about gonna get shot. Yeah. Y'all better worry about what Coleslaw gonna do, cause he dragged me like he dragging her. You saying charade, even that shit, you clown me even though you said it was business. These other bitches who getting deeds and claims and shit and this and that. Now I'm shit. As soon as he left Tasha K and he just showed up at they say she live in Section 8 allegedly, I don't know. But as soon as he just showed up at my shit that I'd sacrifice me and my kids for him to stay with me with, cause he don't want to stay over there with drinking Marlene, Mr. Old English 800. As soon as he shot, I just shot this motherfucker in the head. And then she would have had the case. That she would have got a couple years for doing Martell. Look, he already was a criminal. He always was locked up for SDV, CCAT, whatever the fuck. All types of shit he been to jail for. Then he steal ATM or something, allegedly. I don't know. I don't even think that's alleged. I think that shit is true. And what else was there that he did? He just said a whole bunch of shit. Suits too tight. He always in people's face. That shit when he got Miss Van face couldn't have been my mama face where he was screaming in her face. I'd fuck this nigga. That whole milk dud his head. I just would squish that bitch like a can. I just would have and try to take a bite out the side of it where I got missing teeth over here. But I did the best I could do. And I'm just saying, I just think it was, oh my God, it was so awful. I just didn't like this season. I don't even know y'all if I'm gonna watch it next season. I just I'm really trying. I'm getting so turned off with television, especially black TV. It's like, whoa, not black TV, the app, like the shows, man. And then after this, I gotta do. No, I already did that. That Potomac. Oh no, that come on tonight. I'm so, oh, them shoes Candace had on my head look like a poodle. Hope she don't wear them this week. So anyway, what else do we have going on? So anyway, we just talking about this recap and how I didn't like it and how the Tasha K shit. I guess that shit probably went viral too. And then him and this coleslaw girl, they're gonna try to push their own reality TV show. How he think he should get a check, and I don't know. I just know I'm just sick of it. So I don't know. You hung in here for me for 35 minutes and 15 seconds of me talking about how bad I hated this damn show, and I appreciate you because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you was here with me. And I'm laughing today because if anybody watch this lady who I really like, the Voodoo Doll from the Voodoo TV channel. I did her membership today, and I'm sending everybody over there because I really like this thing she does, the Educational Fridays. So even though I'm a little channel, only got about 41 people, my 41 people, we powerful. We can go over there and make her numbers move too. That's what I'm saying. She ain't gotta do the same thing for me, but it was funny when I guess when I got in the chat, my thing said Obachanchatter, but it was all one word. And she said, "It's the Obachanchatter." No, it's Obachanchatter Voodoo Dog TV. So anyway, with that, you could have been anywhere, but I said it. You was here with me. So leave a comment if you would like. And if you don't want to, don't leave one. Fuck it. Who cares? I mean, I kind of care, but you know what I mean. Have a good one. Bye now.